Your therapist lied to you. Not on purpose, but they did. They told you anxiety lives in your thoughts, that you need to challenge those thoughts, reframe them, think differently, and you've tried. You've tried so hard. But here you are, 3 a.m., heart racing, mind spinning, thinking about thinking about thinking. Here's what they didn't tell you. Anxiety doesn't start in your brain, it starts in your body, and you've been trying to fix hardware with software updates. Your nervous system is ancient, millions of years older than your ability to reason or analyze or journal about your feelings, and it speaks one language, not English, not logic, physical sensation. If you want to calm anxiety, you don't think your way out. You touch, move, and breathe your way out. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to speak directly to your nervous system, not through meditation apps or breathing exercises that take 10 minutes. I'm talking about instant physical interventions. Body hacks that work in seconds because they bypass your overthinking brain completely. And the technique at the end? It's so counterintuitive that when you first hear it, you'll think I'm insane. But it's backed by trauma research, and it might be the most powerful tool you learn today. Let's start with why your body runs the show. The body first truth about anxiety. Picture this. You're walking in the woods, you see a snake. Do you stop, think about it, analyze whether it's venomous, consider your options, then feel afraid? No. Your body reacts first. Heart pounds, muscles tense, breath quickens, fear arrives half a second later. That's your autonomic nervous system, automatic. It doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't need your thoughts to approve the fear response. And here's the kicker. That same system can't tell the difference between a real snake and an imagined one, a real threat and a made-up future catastrophe. So when you're lying in bed catastrophizing about a work presentation next week, your body responds like there's a predator in the room right now. Your rational brain knows there's no danger, but your nervous system didn't get the memo. This is why positive thinking fails. You're speaking English to a system that only understands the language of sensation, muscle tension, heart rate, breath pattern, body temperature. If you want to convince your nervous system that you're safe, you need to change those physical signals. You need to hack the hardware. Let me show you how. Technique 1. The pressure reset. There's a spot on your body that acts like an emergency brake for your stress response, and no one talks about it. It's called the supraorbital notch. Don't worry about the name, just put your fingers on your eyebrows. Now slide them up slightly, to the ridge of bone just above your eye socket. Press gently. You'll feel a small indentation. That's it. Here's what you do. Use your thumbs. Place them in those notches above each eye. Apply firm, steady pressure, not painful, just strong enough that you really feel it. Now, slowly tilt your head back just a little. Keep the pressure constant. Hold for 15 seconds. While you hold, close your eyes. Breathe normally. Don't try to relax. Just maintain that pressure and count slowly. 15 seconds. What just happened? You stimulated the trigeminal nerve. This nerve has a direct line to your brain's fear center. When you apply pressure here, you send a competing signal. A calm, grounded, physical sensation that interrupts the anxiety loop. Think of it like this. Your anxiety is a fire alarm blaring. This pressure point doesn't argue with the alarm, it just cuts the power. Use this when you feel the panic rising, when your thoughts are spiraling and you need an immediate circuit breaker. It works in meetings, at your desk, in the bathroom, at a party. Anywhere you can touch your own face for 15 seconds. But that's just the first hack. Let's go deeper. Technique 2. The shake out protocol. Animals know something we've forgotten. After a gazelle escapes a lion, it doesn't stand there replaying the encounter. It doesn't worry about the next lion. It shakes. Literally trembles and shakes its whole body for about 30 seconds. Then it goes back to grazing. Trauma released. System reset. We don't do this. We freeze. We hold it in. We sit with the tension, and that unprocessed stress gets stored in our muscles, our fascia, our nervous system. It accumulates. It becomes chronic anxiety. So we're going to borrow from the gazelle. Stand up, shake out your hands, floppy wrists, like you're trying to fling water off them. Do this for 5 seconds. Now shake your arms, loose. Let them be ridiculous. Another 5 seconds. Now your legs, one at a time. Shake each leg like you're trying to get something off your foot. Then, if you're alone, shake your whole body, head, shoulders, torso, everything. Make noise if you want. Growl. Sigh. Whatever comes out. Do this for 20 to 30 seconds total. You'll feel stupid. Good. Feeling stupid means you're doing it right. Because anxiety loves seriousness. It thrives in rigidity. The moment you introduce playful, chaotic movement, anxiety loses its grip. This works because you're completing the stress cycle. Your body prepared for fight or flight. Now you're giving it the physical release it's been waiting for. You're burning off the adrenaline and cortisol that your system mobilized but never used. Do this after a stressful call, after bad news, after confrontation. Your body doesn't need to talk about what happened. It needs to move the energy through and out. Now, let's talk about a technique that sounds too simple to work, but it's devastatingly effective. Technique 3, the ice anchor. Your nervous system responds to temperature faster than almost anything else, and cold is the ultimate pattern interrupt. Keep ice cubes in your freezer, or a cold pack. When anxiety hits hard, when you're in a full spiral, grab ice. Hold it in your hands, press it to your wrists, to the back of your neck, to your face. The shock of cold does something incredible. It triggers the dive reflex. This is a mammalian survival mechanism. When your face hits cold water, your heart rate automatically slows. Your body thinks you're diving underwater, and it needs to conserve oxygen. So, it calms everything down, instantly. You don't need to dive into a lake, you just need cold on your face. Ice cubes work, a frozen washcloth, even splashing cold water on your face and holding your breath for 10 seconds triggers this reflex. But here's the advanced version. Fill a bowl with ice water, take a deep breath, dunk your face in for 10 to 15 seconds. When you come up, you'll feel different. The anxiety won't be gone completely, but the intensity will have dropped by half, sometimes more. Why does this work so well? Because you can't think your way into the dive reflex. You can't talk yourself into it. It's hardwired, it's biology, and biology always wins against psychology. This is your nuclear option. When nothing else is working, when you're on the edge of a panic attack, cold water doesn't care about your thoughts. It just resets the system. But what about situations where you can't shake your body or dunk your face in ice water? What about anxiety in public, in real time, when you need to look normal? That's where the next technique comes in. Technique 4, the peripheral vision shift. Anxiety narrows your vision. Literally. When you're stressed, your visual field contracts. You develop tunnel vision. This is survival wiring. Your ancestors needed to focus on the threat. The tiger, the enemy. So your vision narrows to track danger. The problem? This narrow focus signals to your nervous system that you're still in danger. It's a feedback loop. Anxiety narrows vision. Narrow vision reinforces anxiety. So, we're going to reverse it. Sit or stand. Look straight ahead. Now, without moving your head or your eyes, expand your awareness to your peripheral vision. Notice what's at the edges, the corners of the room, the blur of objects on either side. Keep your eyes soft, unfocused, like you're staring at one of those magic eye puzzles. You're not looking at anything, you're noticing everything. Hold this wide, soft gaze for 30 seconds. Breathe normally. Just maintain that peripheral awareness. What you're doing is activating your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. Wide vision tells your brain that you're safe, that there's no immediate threat demanding your focus. Predators attack from the side. If you can afford to pay attention to your periphery, you must be safe. This technique is invisible. You can do it in a conversation, in a meeting, on a date. No one knows you're doing it. You just look calm and present. And the beautiful irony? By widening your vision, you actually become more present, more connected, less trapped in your head. Use this anytime you feel yourself tightening, contracting, spiraling inward. Let your vision go wide and watch what happens to your breath, to your shoulders, to the knot in your chest. Now, the final technique. This is the one that sounds backwards, the one that contradicts everything you've been taught. Technique 5. Intensify it on purpose. Every anxiety technique you've ever learned tells you to calm down, relax, breathe, slow your heart rate, and when it doesn't work, you feel like you're failing. What if you stopped trying to calm down? What if, instead, you leaned into the sensation and made it bigger on purpose? Here's how it works. When you feel anxiety rising, don't resist it. Turn toward it. Say to yourself, out loud if possible, "Okay, let's go bigger. Let's make this the biggest anxiety I've ever felt." Then deliberately tense every muscle in your body. Clench your fists, tighten your jaw, scrunch your face. Hold your breath. Make yourself as tense as physically possible. Hold it. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, as long as you can. Make the anxiety huge. Give it everything. Then release, all at once. Let everything go. Flop. Exhale hard. Let your body be completely limp. Notice what happens. The anxiety deflates. Not because you calmed it, because you exhausted it. You called its bluff. Anxiety thrives on resistance. When you fight it, it fights back. But when you say, "Okay, let's see how bad this can really get," and you intentionally amplify it, something weird happens. It peaks. And then it has nowhere to go but down. This is called paradoxical intervention. It's used in exposure therapy, in treating panic disorder, and it works because you're taking back control. You're not a victim of the anxiety. You're directing it. And the moment you're in control, it's not anxiety anymore. It's just sensation. Try this the next time you feel a wave coming. Don't brace against it. Ride it. Make it bigger. Then let it crash. You'll be stunned at how quickly it passes. The real secret. Here's what all of these techniques have in common. They don't ask you to change your thoughts. They don't require you to be mindful or meditative or spiritually enlightened. They just ask you to do something physical. Because your body is not the problem. It's the solution. Your nervous system is not broken. It's just responding to signals. And you can change those signals anytime you want. You don't have to wait for therapy, for the right medication, for your life circumstances to improve. You can press on your eyebrows. You can shake. You can splash cold water on your face. You can widen your vision. You can tense and release. These are tools, not cures. Anxiety might not disappear forever, but it doesn't have to run your life. Your body is listening. Start speaking its language. Try one of these techniques today, right now, if you can. Then come back and tell me what happened. Did the ice water trick feel as intense as it sounds? Did the shakeout feel ridiculous but effective? I want to hear your experience. Subscribe to this channel for more.